If you want to get rich with real estate investing, then rental properties is one of the best ways to go. However, when you're just starting out in real estate, it can be overwhelming and hard to know where to start. But it can be done, and it does work, and we will show you how. So here is your step-by-step guide to buying your first rental property. Welcome to Knowledge Pilot. Step 1. Down payment. Since this is where it all begins, you'll need a down payment. Most lenders want a 10 to 15% down payment every time someone wants to buy a house. That means that for every $100,000 you end up buying, you'll have to put down between $15,000 and $20,000 of your own money. Now, if you're buying something for yourself as your primary residence, you may be able to put as little as 3 to 5% down, but the lender will probably require you to pay private mortgage insurance, or PMI. Most of the time though, it's best to put down a little more money as a bigger safety net. If you're buying something for a real estate investment like a rental property, most lenders will want you to put down more money. Whatever your intentions for investing in real estate, the property you will be able to purchase will really come down to how much money you have saved or how much you plan to save. Step 2. Get your finances in order. Good credit. Unless you're buying a property outright in cash, you need to have your credit in order. Because when investors buy their first rental property, it is typical that they need to use debt. In fact, most people will go into debt when they buy any property. So, you need to be able to qualify for a loan. Having good credit is essential for this. Manage your existing debts. Having a rental property, however, can come with a lot of extra costs. Landlords should have money set aside to pay for any unexpected costs. So, it will be a lot easier to save money if your personal debts are drastically cut down. Before buying a rental property, it's best to get your existing debts in order. Step 3. Prepare your financial statements. Tax returns. Make sure you have your tax returns prepared. Have your tax returns in order so that anytime a lender looks at your tax returns to qualify you for a loan, it's there already. If you're self-employed, a lender will ask you for your last 2 years of tax returns and take the average income of those 2 years. This means that if in those 2 years, in the first year you made $50,000, and in the second year you made $100,000, the average of that is $75,000. That is the amount that they will consider in their loan calculations. Financial statements. In addition to that, they usually want to see anywhere between 2 months and 6 months of your bank statements, proof of employment, and proof of any other liabilities or assets that you have. Make sure you have all of these in order because they will be asking for it. Step 4. Talk to a lender first before you do anything. Firstly, you should know precisely what loan amount you are eligible for, which will save you a lot of time during the buying process. Secondly, if you have already provided the lender all of your information and they have pre-qualified you, this will allow you to get a head start on the buying process. Once you locate a property that is worth buying, there is a good probability that you will be competing with other people who want the same thing as you do. So timeliness really matters here. The faster you are, the better a deal you can get. Before you get any further, you should talk to your lender first. Step 5. Begin looking at properties. This is really meant to be the fun part. Look at everything you possibly can within your price range. The golden rule of real estate investing still applies. Location, location, location. Your property's location is the most important thing to think about when buying your first rental. The location of a property will affect a lot of things, including how the property is run as a business. If the property is bought in a tourist area, for example, it might be better as a vacation rental. Student housing may work best in places close to college campuses. Case in point, the location will determine just about everything moving forward, so learn about the location before buying in it. Step 6. Calculate your future cash flow. Many properties can't be bought as investments because they would lose money. It's also true that everything is a great investment at the right price. It's very important to understand these numbers. Most people who have never owned a rental property before think that all you have to do is find tenants and start getting checks. It's not quite that simple. We could go into a lot of detail here, but that's the subject of other videos. Put simply, you will need to understand your expenses and your income. The difference between these two will be your cash flow. Included in your expenses should be these items. 1. Property tax. 2. Home insurance. 3. Property management fees, if using. 4. Utility bills, water, garbage, electricity, gas. 5. Repair and maintenance estimate. 6. Landscaping maintenance. 7. Homeowners Association dues. 8. Loan payments. It is also prudent to account for a once per year capital expenditure like a new appliance or major repair like a roof. Step 7. Look for properties that need minor cosmetic renovations. You want a house where all the important things like the roof, foundation, plumbing, and electricity has been redone, but the house just looks a little old on the outside. It might be stuck in the 1970s or 1980s, or there might be a carpet from the 1990s everywhere, but everything else is good. You'll probably get a better price on such properties, and maybe even a better interest rate and mortgage. Minor renovations won't cost that much and will allow you to appeal to better quality tenants willing to pay higher rent because the house will look refreshed and new. When you ever decide to sell, you can also enjoy some additional appreciation. Step 8. Make offers on properties. In a competitive market, you must make fast and smart offers. You'll get rejected, and that's okay. You might be accepted on 1 out of every 10 or 20 offers you'll make. The goal is to make sure you're always making offers on enough properties. It's okay to make low offers. If you make enough offers, maybe one seller will accept. Just don't get carried away or fall in love with 1 or 2 places and pay too much. You won't make any money doing that. Earnest money, usually 1% of the purchase price, is paid when you sign a contract. Earnest money for a $100,000 property is $1,000. This is your guarantee to the seller that you won't bail on the agreement and waste everyone's time. A more attractive offer to a seller is more earnest money, but that presents a higher risk for you, the buyer. You can also get your money back if you buy the property or cancel for a valid cause. For example, maybe an inspection found there was a serious water problem in the basement. Step 9. Do your inspections. Make sure to do as many inspections as you possibly can. Check the roof, the foundation, electrical, plumbing, if there are any leaks. Bring in contractors for bids if it needs work. The more you do, the better. If you're serious about buying a rental property, you need to be thorough. Don't skimp on this one. Hire a professional to do this. Step 10. Understand escrow costs. You're going to have escrow costs, closing costs, lender fees, different miscellaneous fees, and a lot of things like these. Usually, on average, it's about 1% of whatever the purchase price is of your property. This means that on a $400,000 property, chances are that it's going to be around $4,000 for all those fees. That's in addition to your purchase price. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Step 11. Renovate it. Renovations are one of the most exciting part of a real estate investment. It is more than just customizing everything to your preferences and making the most of the available space. It's also about getting a better return on your money. The value of your house might increase if you invest in repairs and upgrades. You will both increase the property value and also potential rental income. Step 12. Rent it out. If you want to rent your new place for top dollar, take great pictures and be available anytime to show it. If you do this, you'll have no problem renting it out quickly. You can use sites like apartments.com, Craigslist, Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, and Realtor.com. The more places your property is advertised, the better. Never just limit yourself to one of these. Do them all or even find other sites. Step 13. Scale up. Now you can start scaling up over time. It's recommended that you keep the rental property you bought for about a year to 18 months or so to get accustomed to it. Get some good renters in there, understand what you're doing, and then start saving up for another down payment to do this again. This is how you accumulate and grow your rental property empire. You've just learned the step-by-step guide to buying your first rental property. We're going to wrap things up here for today, and we hope you liked the video. If you want more information on the step-by-step guide to buying your first rental property, check out our other videos on the screen. Thank you for watching.